Hey, you! Before you watch this, pause the video and subscribe to SemiPro right now.
It is seldom in the NFL when someone is unguardable, when they can do whatever they want on the football field. Michael Thomas is one of those guys. His Twitter handle is aptly named Can't Guard Mike, because you simply cannot guard Mike, and you haven't been able to for years. The second he came into the league out of Ohio State, he was instantly a number one caliber receiver. His rookie year, Mike was top 10 in receptions with 92, yards with 1,137, and touchdowns with 9. Let me repeat that. In his rookie year, at age 23, Michael Thomas was top 10 in the league in receptions, yards, and touchdowns, while only starting 12 games. That is absurd. And to think, that is his worst season to date. The next year, he would enter the top 3 in receptions, eclipsing the century mark with 102. But he was sick of playing terrible football, at least to the standards that he set now. And he was sick of not being number one, because if you ain't first, you're last. So, in 2018, he reeled in 125 grabs, leading the league and the 6th best mark of all time in receptions. He also was named to the All-Pro team. But all he did was accomplish anything anyone could have asked and more of him through his first 3 seasons. So, his 4th year, he wanted to up the ante and decided to set the NFL record in receptions with 149, passing Marvin Harrison's 143, which was thought to be an unbreakable record for years. And he racked up the 7th most yards by anyone in any single season in NFL history as well. Mike is downright dominant and has improved his catch total by almost 20 receptions every single year that he's been in the league. But for some reason, Mike still isn't the consensus best receiver in football. That in some capacity is due to the talent of other guys like Julio Jones, DeAndre Hopkins, or Devontae Adams, but it's mainly due to how MT isn't the biggest personality or in the biggest market. Fans tend to gravitate towards more popular players like Odell Beckham Jr., but you gotta look at what Mike is doing on the football field and acknowledge that he's the best receiver in the league, and is well on his way to being one of the best wideouts of all time. His numbers aren't even comparable to anyone else in NFL history, and the only other wideouts in NFL history that are even close are guys like Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Lance Allworth, and Steve Largent. All Hall of Famers, all some of the best wide receivers of all time. Michael Thomas is comparatively to any other player in any position in the NFL the best, meaning he's further separated from the next best wide receiver more than Russell Wilson is from any other quarterback or Christian McCaffrey from any other running back, and that goes for every position in football, whether it be defensive end, cornerback, kicker, you name it. Watch out for Mike in 2020, because if he keeps up this pace, he will reel in 165 balls, which was meant to be a joke when I was writing my script, but actually sounds somewhat feasible for Thomas. And all in all, this guy's just good. He deserves more respect, and don't be surprised when in 10 years, he's in the argument for the greatest receiver of all time.